we're out and about again on the road, and we find ourselves at Mercedes Centre in Barnsley, and today we're going to have a look at the Canter and give this a bit of a test and see exactly what this product's all about. Been on the road for a couple of years now. Seems to be growing accessibility and momentum. So we're going to have a bit of a test and speak to the guys here today who've been kind enough to let us have access to the facilities, the vehicle, and all the technical advice that we possibly have, and we'll hopefully share that with you over the next few minutes. So now we've come inside to have a look at the basic chassis cab, and we've taken the opportunity that we can presented by Mercedes to have a look at the e-Canter as a chassis cab, so we can actually see some of the mechanics and engineering that goes into building a vehicle like this. And if we have a look through here, and we can see how it's laid out. Of course, very typical when it comes to electric type vehicles, battery packs being laid out, and on the particular vehicle, 82 kilowatt batteries, with about 66 or so kilowatts available of power that you can use on a day-to-day basis. Sitting on the rear end here, we have ancillary equipment batteries and body equipment batteries, and of course when we look at the system, it's a 12 volt system, needed a 12 volt battery to power the normal systems, and bodywork equipment, so tail lifts, etc., that are powered separately through an inverter from the batteries that are on the vehicle itself. Again, fairly typically laid out, as you become to see now on some of the electric vehicles that we've been able to showcase, is your gearboxes, your power points, slave batteries in the middle, and all the things that you've come able to see. And of course, really for me, great, really well laid out, nice equipment, and of course it's a Mercedes-Benz product, or Mercedes-Benz back product anyway. AC and DC charging, which is becoming now the norm on a lot of the larger vehicles. So on AC charging, 7.2 kilowatts, probably going to take you about 10 hours to charge the vehicle from flat. DC charging available at 50 kilowatts, 50 kilowatt hours, so you'll be able to charge that for a couple of hours, subject to you having DC charging on site. So really that's how this is laid out. What we need to do now is go outside and have a run round in one that's already bodied up. So we've seen the raw base chassis internally, and again, from my perspective, a great opportunity to have a look at something in the raw before a body's put on it, and gives everyone a feel for batteries and technology. Nice piece of equipment, as I think we'll all agree. Outside, we're going to have a run round now and have a drive in the vehicle and really get a feel for how it performs and how it operates, and I guess realistically for me, again, some of the interesting parts around this vehicle, a range of 100 kilometres, so 60 to 62 miles or so. Conversations for some people are they're getting slightly more, but again, conversionally, then depending on how you drive it, you might get also slightly less. So if you've got that range in mind, then of course that works across the board. It's light, it's fresh, it's a Mercedes-backed product. So all the things going well for it. So I think from my perspective, let's have a quick run round and see what we can make of it. So we're inside the cockpit of the Fuso. Of course, really well laid out, as you'd expect in a small vehicle like this. Quite an interesting concept with the key. So we'll push that in there and see what happens. Push that button. Oh. Yep, we have power, which is amazing. Seatbelt on. I'll get told off again, and we'll see how we go. So, well level, laid out well. Automatic gearbox as you'd expect. Let's go and see what we got.
really quiet as you come now to really expect from this kind of vehicle, and you know, really quick. Yeah, proper direct power as you come to know and love from all of the electric type vehicles that we drive over the years, and they're just getting better and better and better. Just getting better and better and better. Love the fact that this is a piece of equipment which is backed by manufacturers, and the OEMs are starting now to become more involved with the electric world. I think range for me could be a bit better, but there are lots of companies out there that can get away with 100 kilometres. But you have to ensure that there's a bump. You have to ensure that you know, that all the things that you expect from your vehicle fleet are being looked after in this way. Now, one of the things for us here at Prohire, and everything, as I always say, we do is available on contract hire, as this is. But one of the things we're offering from a Prohire solution now is our integrated consultative approach, and the main thing for me is to ensure you've actually got enough power to make this work. So we come along and we'll work with you, with the grid, with your power suppliers, with everything, to ensure that you've actually got enough power coming into your site to future-proof you, so you can take these vehicles on. But more about that as and when you require it. But back to the vehicle itself, you know, I have to say it's very quiet. It drives really well. One of the things for us on this particular vehicle, we have been promised that we'll be able to get a vehicle for much longer, so we can do some long range testing to see if we get. I'm saying long range, of course, 100 kilometres isn't particularly a long time, and you know, this vehicle, it comes with you know, 80 kilowatt batteries, but of course with most lithium ion, only 80% of that is available, so 66 kilowatt hours of battery power available to you. And I just think this is a, you know, super little vehicle, ideal for round town work, as long as we're comfortable with the range. And I think one of the things for me as well is available. You can do DC charging, so direct current charging with this is available. However, you've got to make sure that your facilities are set up for that kind of charging. AC at 7 kilowatts. And of course on 66 kilowatts, if you're back in at that range, it's 6 or 7 hours, you know, 8 hours to charge depending on what you come back in. So quite a distance of charging if you haven't got DC. DC really, I think for larger vehicles is going to be something that you need to think about the investment in. It's very expensive, so that's when, you know, our team will come along and talk to you about some options that may be available to you as part of the package that we're offering. But yeah, what's not to love? Another great electric vehicle, and I never get tired, ever get tired of driving vehicles which are green, really ever. It's fantastic, and really want to thank Mercedes-Benz today for the opportunity to showcase and to try yet another electric vehicle which is out on the roads and coming to a high street near you. So thank you, Mercedes.
This is going to be